Yep, you see the title, it is not clickbait. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get around different counter jutsu spam, invincibility frames, and different ways to adjust so that you don't get punished online and can have a better experience. I see a lot of different people complaining about this, but to be quite honest, there are many different ways to punish people who abuse different super armor abilities, and they're not as hard as it may seem.
And you expect me to believe that? What do I look like? I look like an idiot.
I don't care what you believe.
Everybody just calm
Get
down,
him off
please.
my land.
No, let me tell you something, man.
I'm going to show you the different methods from easiest to hardest, and you guys can pick one that you like the most and use them in various different matches. The first easiest method that not many people are even looking into is to simply grab when people are trying to call their supports. I don't see that many players online even utilizing the grab as a whole, and it's definitely something that will change the entire playstyle of how you play connections. Most of the grabs in the game come out far faster than any support in the game, even if they have iframes, and it definitely will help mix up your opponent when they're sitting there and blocking, or if they're just standing there without blocking, which most people definitely do because they believe that their support will bail them out. That's going to be a huge mistake on their part, and you can punish them as I did in the clip shown right now. The second easiest way for you to counter online invincibility spam is to simply know when to attack, when to guard, and when to engage in neutral. I've seen a lot of players online want to complete combos, fully knowing that supports can and will stop you in your tracks, and the best way to counter this is to simply jump block in the middle of certain strings. Most people online feel super safe now that supports have invincibility spam, and they don't even bother holding the block button when they call them out. I've seen this multiple times online, and the easiest way to punish this is to simply jump guard and move out of the way of the supports and punish your opponent for being open. You can absolutely dominate in the online environment. The third best way to beat super armor online is to simply stop your dashes when you're engaging with your opponent. A lot of people just dash headfirst and don't realize that you can cancel your dashes to not only force your opponent to waste a counter or sub, but you can also force them to waste their supports as well. And since supports take way longer to come back, that's definitely your opportunity to get in there and punish them for wasting it. The fourth easiest way that you can get rid of online super invincibility spam is to hit the support before they even start their action. There are many various different ways that you can do this, but my personal favorite is to simply tag them before they can even start by switching at the right time or super dashing them before they're able to start. This all comes with the territory of understanding neutral, understanding your own speed of how fast you can react to things, and making sure that the opponent's supports can't help them out in certain environments. The more you master the different characters in the game, you'll understand their hitboxes and how far they can reach in air combos, ground combos, and whether or not they can interact certain actions. But this is absolutely valuable when coming in clutch, fighting people who like to rely on supports. And speaking of supports, we have last but not least the aspect of the fact that you also have the same exact actions with your supports. Every support and character has two jutsus in the game, and most people only use their supports to save themselves when they're in trouble, instead of using supports while they're actually in a fight in neutral to interrupt either someone else's support or to match it out so that you guys are forced in neutral and both of your supports are gone. You have the same amount of potential as everybody else to use supports. Some have more potential than others in terms of damage, their range, and their different abilities, but when I tell you every support in this game is valuable, every support in the game is valuable. I definitely hope that this video was able to help you guys out, but if there's anything else that you want to know past what I've already given you, you can also check out Mr. Air Force's channel where he covered a similar video on how to counter jutsu spam, and he touched on a couple of other different methods that you can check out. I'll leave that in the description down below. We're trying to educate you guys and get you up to speed in terms of the game, and I know a lot of this stuff can be annoying, but I assure you, we have a lot of time to educate ourselves and learn how to properly play the game. This has been Kaizen Guides, and I have so much more coming for you guys in the future. But this was the first because this is the one that a lot of people are talking about the most. Next, I'm going to teach you guys a few more things about the basics, then we're going to cover fundamentals, and then we're going to get straight into the different character guides so that you can maximize your output in Storm Connections Online. This has been Kaizen Guides. Thank you guys for watching, and stay improving. Later.